Hey guys, so we're going to be doing another pick a deck reading, and I'm going to be doing this on Mercury Retrograde. So, what's happening? We'll kind of build the spread as we go. So, you have the original tarot, the tattoo tarot, and the Halloween tarot to choose from. The timestamps will be in the description. I'm going to start with the original tarot, so if you just want to take a second, pick a deck and act like you're touching it, meditate on it for a second. We'll see what energy I pick up on. Okay, so for people who chose the original tarot, I just I kind of feel like someone's getting taken out of the friend zone. Let's just say it how it is. Be it you or you're taking someone out of the friend zone. Take it how it resonates. But we have the Five of Coins or Pentacles. We have the um, Page of Cups and the Six of Wands. And I know Mercury retrograde can be associated with exes a lot, like exes coming back or whatever. But what I'm just kind of getting this like new offer type of thing. Maybe you've been chasing this person down a lot. I mean, if it is ex, it would be like begging to come back in your life a lot, and then you finally let them back in. But there's like this element of they just kept pursuing. They kept pursuing, or you kept pursuing, and the offer's finally getting examined, right? The offer's finally getting a chance, and it's like, all right, you shot your shot, like, might as well give it a shot. Like, one of you two could be a water sign. I don't have to be, but I just kind of see this being a little successful, but the energy isn't great. It's almost like I might as well. You know what I mean? Okay, so I don't know exactly how this is playing out for you, but like I said, one person is like pursuing, and it's like the other person finally agrees, right? And we got into what does one person need to know about it, and it's just like here's the agreement, right? We're finally agreeing, but like I said, it wasn't really the best energy for it. It's like there is a relationship forming here, but let's be honest, this has that I guess energy. Like, yeah, I guess I'll give you a shot energy to it. And if this is resonating at all, someone's going to put one person through hell. And I think it's out of trying to protect their energy and just being like, okay, I was hurt. I was recently hurt. Maybe you're pursuing someone that you want to treat better than their ex did, and you're seeing them in a light, and you're just like, oh, I'll treat you so much better. Just give me the shot, you know? But it's just like they have their emotions on lockdown, and they may be kind and sympathetic, but you're not getting inside, right? They still have that wall up, and you are not getting inside. You could be dealing with a cancer. A lot of water energy on here, but it's like, is this really? Are you into this enough to carry this load? Because this is going to be burdensome, and this is kind of what you need to know. And if you're on the other side of this, I kind of feel like I need to do advice for both sides, for the person who's a little more defensive and for the person who's really pursuing this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. This kind of seems like that's what the situation is. It really doesn't seem like the best setup. It doesn't seem like the best connection. It seems like one person's trying really hard to prove themselves, and the other person's just like, I guess I'll let you prove yourself, you know? Okay, so getting the advice for both sides, I have the advice for the pursuer on the left. I have the advice for the kind of defensive energy on the right. So for the pursuer, we have the Three of Coins, we have the Knight of Wands, and that's Leo energy for me, and we have the Two of Wands. So when choosing what you want to pursue and which is this relationship, and you are very focused on this, and you're very passionate about this, and you're really wanting to create, which there's nothing really wrong with that. I think there's just a real need to remind yourself that you shouldn't be the only one putting in work here. Like, this is a you guys should be a team. This should be a collaboration. You should both want to be here. So don't lose your head in the passion and the trying to prove yourself and the seeking the validation, or even like just like having that ego of being like, okay, I know how good I am and how good I can be for you. Just like let me prove it, because it'll end up draining you, right? So for the person who's a little more defensive, we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. We have the Queen of Swords, which is Libra energy, and we have the Eight of Wands. So I know you're really like defensive, like emotionally right now. You're kind of not wanting to expose yourself and be vulnerable right now, and that may just need to take time. But there is an element of like, this could be different than other relationships that you've had. This could open a new kind of door for you. This could be something special for you. There's definitely something different about this, be it good or bad. And I just think with the Queen of Swords, it's just being open to it and trying to bring yourself into more of that logical thinking and not so much into the like defensive emotional thinking. Like just seeing, do you like this? Do you like what they're doing for you? Do you like them? Do you appreciate them? Do you want to continue this? Like, are there aspects to this relationship that you like or appreciate? Does it fill you with some sort of joy? Because I think you have the wall built so thick that you really can't feel or appreciate anything of it. So it's like, maybe if you can detach a little bit from the pain that has caused you to build up these walls, and maybe work through it a little bit on your own time. It's just kind of give them a chance, and maybe don't. There's something about not lashing out with the emotions, not taking out that pain on them, and just trying to see the situation for what it is, because this could be something special, right? And with the keys on the Hierophant and being open to like a new situation here, it's definitely new, right? And I'm sorry for the pursuer if I have to say it, like, new doesn't always mean good, right? Like, I had that in the back of my mind. I'm like, and I think that's why it's a little bit of like seeing what it is logically. Do you like it? Do you not? Because these walls may make you stay in the relationship too long, because you're like, well, it may make you question it, because you may be thinking like, am I being defensive because of these walls? I don't know. There's something about it. Like, you just need to see it for what it is, basically. It's definitely a new situation for you, and it could be good or bad, right? But it just seems like the reality is going to hit really fast if you can kind of get into this mindset. The judgment is going to hit really fast. Like, do you like it? Do you not? Is this good? Is it bad? Like, if you just can try to see it for what it is. If this is something, it seems like I'm not going to lie, you don't seem the most agreeable, but you do kind of seem like you want it. Like, your energy is a little confusing to me. It's like you're saying yes, but you're defensive because of the wall, and it may just be the wall. I don't know. So, if you're open to this advice, and it seems like you're open to this relationship, you may just try to give it a shot and see it for what it is, basically. Oh, and there's also that element of fairness. When I was picking up the cards, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one. It kind of reminded me of that Three of Pentacles, right? Don't expect them to do everything. Like, you should also be fair to them. So don't make them prove themselves because of everything you went through, because you're sick of relationships. Like, if you really can't be in a relationship, is that fair to them? That may be something you need to evaluate as well, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Tattoo Tarot. Thank you guys for watching. So for Tattoo Tarot decks, you may have recently left a situation behind. You may end up leaving a situation behind in this Mercury retrograde. You may just be in the process of looking for something better, but I think with the Eight of Cups, searching for your passions, basically, usually after leaving something behind that just really wasn't serving you anymore. The Three of Cups, like the celebration, and the Wheel of Fortune here, Sagittarius and Pisces energy. I think you may be going out partying, celebrating with friends. You may just be looking for that good time right now. It's kind of a like, I'm not going to live long, but what is it? I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time energy right now. I think you're just kind of living in the moment right now, trying to figure out what you like, who you like, what you're doing. Nothing really stable in this, but I don't know how much of I don't think that's really a bad thing, though, because it just seems like you're just enjoying life right now. There is an element of trying to find your place, though, which there's like an underlying sadness during this celebration, because you are trying to find your place, but it does kind of seem like you are having a good time as well. It's a little bit of a complex energy. It's like you're having a good time while also searching for your home, I guess would be a good way to put it. So we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign, could have been dealing with an earth sign, but basically what I see here is whatever had you feeling defeated, whoever stabbed you in the back, it's still affecting you, right? And you may not be seeing your worth or like really good investments in people, relationships, or like career options right now. You may be lacking confidence right now because of this interaction, because of whatever you went through that you're deciding you needed to leave behind in order to search for something better. It may have left like a toll on your self-esteem right now, and I don't think you're really seeing the strength that you have inside of you right now. And you either don't see the strength inside of you, or maybe you don't think you're worthy of the offers that you're getting, or you're not reaching out for the offers because you don't think you're worthy of them. There's something along those lines in this, and it all has to do with like this just feeling like dead and feeling backstabbed, or just feeling so damn drained from some sort of situation here that just still has you so in your head and so anxious, and just not really wanting to make a move, even though you have everything in your arsenal to make that move, to be able to achieve. It's just got you feeling weak right now. In this section, I kind of just pulled for what do you need to know. This was a situation. It's kind of a interesting dynamic here. So when I was thinking about that dynamic just now, not being able to commit to anything kind of stuck in my mind, and maybe that's that feeling of not really feeling worthy, not being able to commit to something. And that could be like with the Ace of Pentacles, that could just be like you can't really see yourself long term in a relationship, or you may not feel worthy of being long term in a relationship. Maybe you were in an abusive relationship that just really damaged your self esteem, or you were in a toxic work environment that just really fucked with you, and now it's like you want to move on and you want to find something lasting and sustainable and just really amazing, but it's like you feel like you don't deserve it, and so you're not really going after it, right? So let's go ahead and get some advice for you. So it's amazing what cards came out like all together. Um, and the Ten of Cups was the first one, and then like the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups came out together, and it's just like, okay, you are worthy, right? You're not feeling it, but you're worthy. You are worthy of being emotionally fulfilled, of having this happy life, right? You are worthy of being able to make an offer to something that you want. You're worthy of someone making an offer to you. You are worthy, right? You deserve happiness. So get that happiness within yourself and let someone else be that little extra sprinkle of happiness. If this is related, I mean, with all this cup energy, it definitely could be. Um, but I know it's so easy to say right now where it's just like, don't let this get you down. But this is literally what this is saying. Like, I know you may be in a bad place and maybe you need therapy, maybe you need time, maybe I don't know what you need, right? Maybe you just need a little help right now getting through it. Maybe you just need time to get through it. Maybe you just need to be able to figure it all out right now to find your strength again. But you definitely, these cards are definitely saying you're worthy, right? You're worthy. There's people that see your value. There's people that want to make these offers, and there's people that would definitely accept your offer, be it work related, be it relationship related. Like, you definitely deserve this, and you feel like you don't, but you do. You know, you may just like everyone. I feel like everyone has a little bit of, at least a little bit of trauma to work through, right? Um, and, you may just have to work through that a little bit. But you got this, right? Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to go ahead and move on to the Halloween deck. Okay, so for those who chose the Halloween deck, we have Libra, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Capricorn all out here already. Could be that, could have been dealing with that, don't have to be. But I do just kind of see yourself really second guessing a decision you made, wondering if this is kind of going to come back to bite you in the ass. Because maybe in the middle of the decision making process, you thought this was what was fair, this was kind of they're going to get theirs, kind of a karma thing, but now you're wondering if you're going to get yours, right? You may have a little fear over, like, did you not see the whole picture? And it's just kind of like, did I let my negative side, my anger, my fear, did I act irrationally? Did I let all those things get the best of me? Or did I act with reason? Did I try to compromise? Did I do all those things? Like, did I actually act fairly? You're really second guessing yourself right now. And you really don't know, because you're kind of like, you feel like you do a good job of controlling your emotions, but then again, you're like, but do I control them so well I'm like emotionally detached? Like, and is my sense of justice a little off? Am I a little petty? Like, am I a little controlling instead of. It's like, are you trying to control situations to make them work out in your favor, or do you just let them be and end up being in situations you enjoy, type of thing? There's a lot of second guessing yourself in this. So I don't know how well you can see the cards, but we have Justice, we have the Strength card, Nine of Bats, which is like swords in this deck. We have the King of Ghosts, which is like cups in this deck. We have Temperance, and we have the Devil. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to what you need to know. So I'm gonna call it what I see it, right? This kind of has brat energy, right? So basically, I see like you're very kind, you're very nurturing whenever you're getting what you want. But whenever you're not getting what you want, there's a lot of conflict. And it's kind of like, okay, what do you want? Well, you kind of want to talk to them. You kind of want to work things out. You kind of want to collaborate with whoever this is. Must be an ex with how this is going, right? Um, and it's kind of like you're going from like I'm getting my way, I'm doing what I want, I don't care, you follow me, um, to like being a little more collaborative and being like, what can I do to make this work with you? Because I think you're seeing a little bit that, yes, you are nurturing, but it's like only when you get what you want. And when you aren't getting what you want, you can be, I'm just gonna, I'm calling it when I see it here. And this could have also been the person you were dealing with. If if the shoe fits that, I mean, this is a general rating, so take it how it resonates. But I'm gonna put the shoe on your foot, right? Um, it just seems like you're realizing when you don't get your way, you're going to start a lot of trouble. You're going to start a lot of drama. You're going to start a lot of fights. And now that you kind of don't have them in your life, you're kind of like, well, I miss them. Like, I want to talk to them. I want to work with them again. Like, you really do miss this. Um, so you may be regretting starting all the drama and starting all the chaos and being so dead set on having your way a little bit here. Capricorn, Sagittarius, air signs in general, water signs in general in this part. So let's go ahead and get some advice for you. So it just seems like you really want to tell them how you feel. I'm not much of a go after your ex person. I'm usually the ex is an ex for a reason, but it kind of just seems like you want to put some things in the past. But in order to do that, you need to be able to work on some of this energy of just trying to start fights. Like you need to be able to move past them and not be so petty, basically, if you want this to be able to work. And it really does seem like you want to open up and talk to them and make this offer. And that is in this advice. Like maybe you should just do it, right? Like I said, I'm really not that go after your ex person, but I mean, like literally two of ghosts, two of cups is here, right? So we have the four of bats, we have the knight of pumpkins, so that's Taurus energy. We have the five of bats, six of bats, and the queen of ghosts. Now there is, if you open up, you tell them how you're feeling, if you go after them again, if you guys get back together, there is this whole, you do need to work on this bratty energy. Sorry, that's the only way I can really think to say it. Like this whole, I get what I want all the time and I don't care about your needs. Like you need to care about their needs, right? That's something you really got to work on if that's what you're wanting. And I'm really feeling pulled to do an outcome card if you're following this advice, if you go after, because I feel like at least some of you are nervous, right? Is this the card I want to take? Do I want to take this card? I don't know. Okay. Page bats. I don't know. Eight of bats and the lovers. So with the page of bats and eight of bats, there may be something you're not seeing, right? But with the lovers, it may be. I think I'm going to go ahead and draw one more to make sure. I'm going to shuffle for a little bit. I wanted to shuffle longer than that. But with the page of bats, kind of just, and the eight of bats, like all the things, I'm kind of taking that as like you're really not seeing everything because of all the anxiety and stuff that you're saying in your head right now. So like them accepting this offer, your bond being able to reconnect, you really don't see that happening But that does kind of seem like it does have this shocking outcome to you. Maybe some things will be said. Maybe they miss you too, type of thing. And it's kind of going to surprise you. But if they miss you too, if they take you back, don't forget about the working on that brattiness part, right? Like you actually need to work with them, type of thing. After opening up and talking about that, and Gemini is there, but there is that secret component, and looking at this, I do think it's just like you being surprised by the reaction. Because this Lover's card is the vampire jumping through a window. Like, I do think that's what it is, but I'm going to shuffle a little bit and get another card just in case. Yeah, with this combination with the Lovers, like, it actually kind of feels like this being accepted. And with this Four of Ghosts, that is like rejection of offers, right? But with the combination of these two, I think that's the story that you're telling yourself in your head. So that's why it's a surprise that they accept the offer. So that's how I'm taking this, because you're really feeding yourself the narrative that you're going to get rejected if you try to come back. You're going to get rejected. You're going to get rejected. But it does kind of seem like there is... Maybe I should draw for the... Okay, and the clarifier for the Lovers is the Empress, right? And the Empress is ruled by Venus, which is a loving planet. It can also be materialistic, but it's that loving, nurturing energy where there is potential for growth here. So, like I said, I'm not really a go back to your ex person, but if this resonated, hell, what do I know? It may be worth a shot. It may not end up working out, or you know what, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe sometimes going back to your ex is okay. I don't know. It does seem like some change does need to happen on your part. I'm sure they're not perfect either, and there may need to be some changes on their part, but I'm just bringing that up because I did kind of feel like that was in your advice. So don't forget about that in this whole excitement that you may end up going back, because I feel like most of you are probably just like, wait, so I got a shot still. So anyway, Taurus and Libra also showed up in this last little bit. So anyway, I think I'm done for the night. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please leave likes, comments, and subscribe. That stuff makes my day. And have a great night.